The heart of the game, the story of Coach Thompson and Timmy. For over 15 years, Coach Thompson walked the same sideline at Westbrook High School. The town knew him not for state titles or record-breaking seasons, but for something far rarer, unwavering belief in the people he coached. When he took over the Westbrook Wildcats, the team hadn't seen a winning season in nearly a decade. Most saw a lost cause. He saw a foundation. Coach Thompson didn't carry a whistle like a weapon, and he didn't yell to command fear. Practices under his watch were different, tough, yes, but laced with teaching moments, quiet conversations, and a deep focus on the person behind the player. If you learn from it, he often told the boys after a fumbled pass or a missed block, then it wasn't a mistake. It was a step forward. Then came Timmy. Timmy Fletcher was not what one would call a natural athlete. He was lanky and clumsy, with more bruises from tripping over his own feet than from actual tackles. He had never touched a football before high school, and during tryouts, he looked more like a scarecrow lost in a storm than a player in formation. Other coaches might have politely cut him with a pat on the back. Coach Thompson saw potential, not in Timmy's ability, but in his eyes. They held something he knew well: heart. Timmy was unsure. After weeks of being outrun, outlifted, and outplayed, he approached Coach Thompson one evening, frustration and doubt in his voice. "I don't think I'm cut out for this, Coach," he said quietly. Coach Thompson placed a hand on his shoulder and gave the boy a steady look. "It's not about size, strength, or speed," he said. "It's about heart, and you've got more of it than most." From that day forward, Coach Thompson took Timmy under his wing. Extra drills after practice, film sessions to teach him how to read plays, guidance on angles, balance, footwork, every small thing that could make a skinny kid with heart into a real player. Timmy never became the fastest on the team, nor the strongest. But he became the smartest. He learned how to read a quarterback's eyes, how to anticipate a route, how to trust his instincts. And more than anything, he learned how to believe in himself, because someone else had believed in him first. The season wore on. Westbrook, no longer the underdogs they once were, found themselves on the edge of the playoffs. The final regular season game was against Eastview, league leaders and undefeated. The pressure was immense. The game came down to the final seconds. Eastview was 3 points ahead, and their star wide receiver lined up against Timmy, now the Wildcats' starting cornerback. The quarterback took the snap, eyes locked on his favorite target. The crowd held its breath. Time slowed. In that moment, Timmy wasn't thinking about all the times he'd fallen short. He wasn't afraid. He heard Coach Thompson's voice in his mind, calm and clear. Trust yourself. You've come a long way. The ball soared through the air. The receiver broke into a sprint. But so did Timmy. He tracked the ball, cutting across the field with precision born of countless hours of silent work. He leapt, hands stretching skyward, heart pounding. His fingers closed around the football midair. Interception. The stadium erupted. Teammates tackled Timmy in celebration. The band played. Fans cheered. But Timmy looked to the sideline. There stood Coach Thompson, not jumping or yelling, but clapping slowly, a proud smile on his face. No words needed to be said. They both knew what it meant. Later, in the locker room, sweat and joy mingling in the air, Coach Thompson gathered the team. This game, he began, his voice steady, wasn't won by talent alone. It was won because we didn't give up. Because one of you decided to trust himself when it mattered most. That's what this team is about. That's what life is about. He looked at Timmy, then back at the team. It's not always the strongest who win. It's those who refuse to quit. Those who believe. That's what makes champions. Years later, when Timmy had grown up and returned to Westbrook for a visit, he stopped by the football field. The bleachers were older, the paint slightly faded, but the lessons remained vivid. He ran his hand over the fence and smiled. Coach Thompson had long since retired, but his impact never had. Timmy had gone on to become a coach himself, not because he loved football, but because he had learned that the right words at the right time could change a life. Just like Coach Thompson had changed his. The lesson lives on: believe in others, show up with heart, and never underestimate the power of persistence, and the quiet strength of a coach who sees more than just a game.